you don't check their hybrid 3-liner. So I don't know if I've talked about this with you before. You've got a very fancy, cool glider with comp lines in the top.
I've really seen that now, how good this glider is. Yeah, I would love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. But what happens is when you used to be able to just pull on the C's and check your lines, but you've got a set of D's here that are loose. See this slack?
Yeah.
Looking good up there, Shay.
Here. So I come over here and I make sure there's no knots up high.
Okay.
So all these, see these yellow lines? I want to tell you the camera. See this? So see, I from back there where you're standing, I can pull and see tension on that. What I can't see is I can't see this, the D's.
Okay.
So I come up here and give them a tug and make sure there's no knot passed in the lines up high.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Like I said, you might do this 100 times and start thinking you're wasting your time, and then on 101th time, you'll find a huge knot back there and you're like, oh, thank God I checked
Okay.
this. Okay.
So start at the top.
Just start with your hybrid 3 lines.
Okay.
That's your C's, that's split into the D's. Okay? You've got 3 of them on each side.
Okay.
Okay, and all I'm doing, there's no wind, so it's harder for me to check that. In the reverse position, I'll see if there's knots as I pull up. But in the forward, I won't see. And by the time I do see, I might already be launching. So I want to go check. See, I'm putting tension on them, and I'm looking at the stitching tab and making sure there's no knot between here and in the lines.
Okay.
All right. That looks beautiful. The other thing to make sure, sometimes people miss it, is I always, if I'm alone on a launch, I just walk once past back to back my launch.
Okay.
Anyway, to make sure there's no line over.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, get all clipped in, and I'm going to do a little bit more horseshoe on that side.
I'm used to clipping in with reverse.
Yeah, I prefer people clipping in forward. It's harder to make a mistake. But
So do I need to? I'm used to, like, you know, say face this, flip them over.
Yeah, you got
so
your
now
system. Okay, you can
this
do
time I still need to flip it over, or no? Because
if you clip forward, you can just stack. This is what I teach: is C's, B's, and A's in your hand, and then you make sure you don't twist it. You hand that vertically up to my hand, so I got something to work with, and then I clip it like that.
Okay, right.
Beaner up in the attitude and flight this to that.
Okay.
That's here. I'll do this one for you. You can do the other one. And then I check. I lift it.
You could have pushed that over the trees a little more there, Shay. You're still way high. Well, let's try it from there if you want. Yeah, no, good call. Do one more. A little less turn.
And the speed bar?
The speed bar we're going to hook up, but let's get all your stuff clipped in, and then we're going to hook it up last. So when we hook up the speed bar, what we do is we make sure that it's, can you see from there? See this red pulley?
Yep.
We make sure that it's free and clear. It's not wrapped around anything else.
So nice gentle turns coming in here.
I've made some knots because of
look at the trees on the altitude there.
So just use this to slide it against there so it'll hold it up when you're running. Okay, and then now come around the outside, free and clear. The outside, not the inside, not through here, because it can get tangled around stuff. The outside.
Okay.
Yeah. Clip her in.
Beauty.
And check that there's a little slack. You got to hold the riser up. I want about
but you'll be all right.
4 centimeters. If I pinch, that's about 2 plus 2, 4 centimeters of slack.
Okay. Yeah.
Just so that it's not pulling speed accidentally when we launch.
Okay.
I want you to clip that other side.
He's on the ground. I got no complaints with that. Yeah, that's nice. So way to go, Shay. Standard aircraft, right? So the next one we're going to do is going to be figure 8 the whole way down.
I'm not sure if I need to undo this one, or is that the knot that holds us?
Did we set it? Did you come to a clinic? Yes, you really don't want to change that. So let's see.
Just leave whatever, that's the knot to
that's the one
keep the height. Okay.
We got the height right with that because there's the same amount of slack in it, so that's good. I'm just going to fire this around a few times just so it's not like slapping you the whole time while you're flying.
Thank you. You remember your first flight?
Sure. Middle Tam Highway, backside of the valley. It's hardly flown anymore now. Yeah, and on that flight, because our instructor, I'll give him a break, but they weren't doing the best job of it. 3 students in the trees on the first flight.
Oh, geez, okay.
I was like, I'm not listening to that guy. I'm gonna fly down that myself.
Like lemmings.
Like lemmings.
Yeah.
And he's a really good climber, so I couldn't believe how fast he got them out. Like that, I was impressed with. It's like, holy shit, they're going to be up there all day. There's 3 of them. Like, it's going to take 2-3 hours each of them. No, he had them out like no time. But, you know, I think it's better to guide people and give them proper instructions.
Yeah.
Check on Joseph, radio check on Jesse. So first flight for Joseph ever. Let's do 100% hands-on training guidance. Blue and green glider. It's a maiden mountain flight for him. He's flying on the awesome Arcus 2 RS with 57 cells, baby. Almost as much as my glider. I only got 60. Denios only has 61.
Oh yeah. And are hands in through the speed bar, this triangle? Or do I want to go under everything?
Yeah.
To grab the...
Yeah. No, let me think about that.
Okay.
You asked a good question. So this is coming up here. So you want to go around the outside.
Around the outside?
Yeah.
Have my brake in this hand and then pick up the A's there.
Yeah, let's see. I want to tell you something that's wrong. Sometimes when people ask the question in a nod. Yeah, you got this wrapped around your hand, so you definitely don't want to have that going on.
Okay.
So when you do your riser sweep, you build a stack, you pull this brake handle off, then you reach around the outside and down and grab that, and you just follow through the middle and it'll be good.
Okay.
Try that.
Down there. It's all in a stack. Grab the A. Go in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously if your hand's through this in between here, and that's not a good sign, right?
Okay.
You can't have your hand stuffed through something else. It needs to be free and clear of all your other stuff.
Okay. Same with this one.
Make sure you do your riser sweep first, because otherwise you can end up with a brake that's wrapped around stuff like that.
Oh, like that?
Like that. So you got to do riser sweep. Make sure you pull the brake handle off the back. Make sure the back of the brake handle pulley is clean. Now reach around the outside and down and grab your A's and follow through the middle. You don't want the B's on top of you. You want the A's free and clear on top. See the difference? Got it?
Oh yeah, okay.
A's are here. Now when there's no wind, you can grab both sets of A's. It'll help the wingtips inflate.
Okay.
When there's wind, any appreciable wind, like over 5-7 kilometers an hour, you don't grab those. Okay. Then you grab just the inner. So grab. I'm going to stack the A on top of the A. Okay. And like I said, as soon as there's a little bit more wind than that, you're just grabbing the 2 inners. Okay.
Okay.
Because we want to retard the tips in higher wind. In no wind, we actually want the tips to come up, otherwise it's stay back too long.
Okay, final radio check on Joseph, final radio check on Jesse. You there?
Do I need 2 radios?
Yes.
You bet.
Absolutely need to. And don't worry, I would have caught that.
Oh no, I bet you would. I'm just overthinking.
Okay, here we go.
One more radio check, that's better.
Okay, you psyched?
Yeah.
You got this, right?
Getting into
Don't
the zone.
forget, if it's not going perfectly initially, I'm gonna say stop. You're gonna let go of the A's, bury the brakes, no drama.
Okay.
Usually by like here, if the pilot doesn't have a good solid inflation and glider by here, I usually stop them.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, if it's good and solid here, it just needs your speed. That's not the time to Tinkerbell. You put that head down and you charge, right?
Right.
I'm saying load and run. Okay, bud. Just come a little bit that way. Let's do our 10-point pre-flight. Just come that way again. There. That's it. Okay, 1. Good reserve. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands high. 6, 7, 8, 9. Speed. 10 radios. Helmet, gloves. You look beautiful.
Thanks.
You do great. I'm just going to wait for a good cycle.
Just waiting for a good cycle.
And a reminder, if I'm going like this, I need you to run that way. If I'm
Okay.
going like this, I need you to run that way. Otherwise, just come straight at me.
Okay.
Get out of the way. Don't worry about me. Yeah, you kind of follow me around. I tend to move into the wind. Oh, that's some nice little cycles.
And then wait until you say to get into my seat.
Yeah, don't rush.
Okay.
You want to make sure you're on flight path. You don't want to grab anything sitting down. You want to keep the hands high when we sit.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I'm psyched. Can't wait.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Positive energy. Positive.
Positive.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna do great. And even if we don't have a perfect inflation, no problem. We're just gonna stop, shut it down, no drama. Beautiful.
Okay.
No problems. Okay. Little cross, so that's why we're not going. I don't know if you feel that.
I do, yeah.
Coming
Going
up.
to this way? Yeah.
Feet in the windsock down below.
Little cross, so little cross up here, so we're just going to wait for a second.
Oh, it's coming a lot better. It's a good little release we had a second ago. And wait for something even better.
Okay.
Let's take this. You ready?
Yep.
Arms back in 3, 2, 1, tension. Go, bring it up. Good, release and stabilize. Don't let it get ahead. Load and run. Hands up, let it run. Good launch, bud. Okay, good. You can kick your knees up to your chin like you're doing a cannonball into the pool when you're a kid. So knees up high, higher. Knees way up to your chin. And then shrug yourself back into the harness. Good. If you're comfortable, just relax your elbows.